Okay, so today we're going to solve a quadratic quadratic equation. Okay, so a quadratic equation come in the form of ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. Okay, so if we look an example of a quadratic equation where a is bigger than 1. Okay, um so example would be, let's say, solve um 2x squared plus 8x plus 6 equals 0. Okay, so in this example, what we have to do is we have to look for two numbers. Okay, two numbers that times to give 12, because you see 2 and 6, times them together to give you 12, and two numbers you add to give 8, which is a middle number 8. Okay, so coming up with the numbers in this case is pretty easy, because I mean, if you think about it, two numbers that times to give 12 would be 6 times 2, and if you have to add them together it would give you 8. So we have our numbers. Okay, so we can basically, we're trying to factorize this equation, so we are going to, these are our kind of like factors, we're going to use them to factorize it. So let's start. So we'll have 2x squared plus 2x. So we're going to replace the middle bit with these two numbers. Then 6x. Then we have our 6 here equals to 0. So if we factorize this part, we'll have 2x x plus 1. And if we factorize this part, we'll have we will have 3. Okay, actually not 3, we will have so we will have 2x plus, so that would be 2x squared plus 1. This would be equal 6x plus 1. Okay, equals 0. Now the interesting thing is that to check if the answer is right so far, there's a way to check, and if you see these brackets are repeating, that means so far is good. I mean, we're in the right direction, the answer is correct, because this is one of the ways you can check if whatever you're doing is actually right. So if there's repeating brackets, that means you're on the right track, you're doing right. So we will collect the terms that are outside the brackets in one bracket, and calculate the terms that are inside the brackets another bracket. So we'll have 2x plus 6 close bracket, so not plus, sorry. So this will be just yeah, so just another bracket will be just a repeating bracket, x plus 1 equals 0. Now because this is actually the factorized form, but because this is the question says to actually solve it. Okay, if we want to solve it, we will have to equate them to 0 separately. So first we start with the first bracket, 2x plus 6 equals 0. Okay, and x plus 1 equals 0. So 2x equals minus 6 divided by 2 on both sides. This would be minus 3, and this one obviously this would be minus 1. So these are our two answers: x equals minus 3 or x equals minus 1. So if you plug in these values, either of these values, onto this equation, it would give you 0. And that's another way to check your answers. But we're just going to end it here, and then, yeah, so that's how you factorize, or rather solve, a quadratic equation where a is bigger than 1. Okay, so thanks for watching the video, and keep practicing, and you will get there.